Oh, just get this big screen.
Normal back issues.
So child's pose position to start with. So you might want to choose to do a lengthened arm child's pose or a more relaxing one where your arms are just resting for now. And find your breath, find your Pilates breathing, a long deep inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. I've been having a lot of speech problems today. So wherever you are, if you're resting your arms, now reach your hands forward, spread your fingers wide, claw your fingers forward, lift the elbows off the ground, get as much length into those arms as possible, and then drop your chest and head further down and sink your bottom down. Two more breaths here. And then we're going to undulate through the spine, so scoot the belly in, roll the body, and bring yourself to your hands and knees. You're going to tuck your toes under. We're going to go up this downward facing dog. I'm ready to remove my socks, but it's too cold. All right, so we're all going to take a deep bend in the knee, allowing our bottoms to lift higher, lifting out through the spine, sticking your face of the spine up towards the sky. Then bend and extend your legs, pressing your heels down towards the floor. Breathe. Enjoy the stretch. Now we're going to bend both knees, lift our bottoms higher, lengthen our spine, and mount your chest down towards those thighs, and then pin your heels to the floor. Your tailbone is the point of the triangle. Look forward. We're going to float our bodies forward into a plank. And when we're here, we're going to take a tap of the foot, tap of the foot the other side, 8 times. Walk me up the body. When you've done your 8 taps, we lift back up to a downward facing dog. Breathe. Again, bending, extending the legs. Heels down. Exhale, roll forward, plank. Take a tap out. 6, 5. Now isolate the hips. So your waistline, allowing that leg to abduct. When you've done the last one, push back up, downward facing dog. Walk through the legs. You're Ali.
Yeah, it just rests so that we
Pause, heels to the floor, tailbone to the sky. Inhale, last time. Exhale, roll forward. 8 taps. Options, drop to your knees and tap out from here. And then lift up. Pressure out of your arms into your heels. Feel your body weight being pushed into your legs. And then we're going to drop our knees down to the floor, drop down to the elbows. I'm going to lift your left leg up behind you. Fold the heel in towards the bottom, extend the leg away. So we're lifting, the knee stays in line with the hip bone, and you're pulling in, hamstring curl, looking away. What we're doing here is mobilizing the knee, squeezing the hamstring. You can go quite a fast pace here, no reason to go slow. That thigh doesn't move. Now your options to stay here, or if you're more of a challenge, lift your knee off the ground, the opposite knee, and carry on. 8 more. And if you want more, extend the leg and hold it here. 3, 2, 1. Hold the leg out straight. Pulse the leg up and down, squeezing through the buttock. Come on, press. Press. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and drop your knee. Walk your hands in and then slide your bottom back into child's pose. Come forward again, drop down to elbows, take your right leg behind. And we fold in hamstring curl. So isolated upper leg. Squeeze the heel in towards the bottom. Take the weight into your left butt. Give me 8 more options. Stay there. Top of the knee or extend the leg. Slide forward a little bit. 3, 2. Then you're going to hold it out and pulse that buttock. Keep pressing, keep pressing, keep pressing. Stay where you are. Turn yourself. I'm going to stay on my knee. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Drop your knees. Slide it back. Extend your arms. Torso. Look forward. Come forward. Tuck your toes into your hips. Press down into your heels. Walk through them. Take my socks on. Sliding. Try and lift your tailbones a little bit higher. Try and melt your chest a little bit further between your arms. Breathe. Now this time, take a breath in, look forward and roll your body forward back into that plank position. And once you're there, take your feet a lot wider. So open your legs wider. And we're going to do shoulder taps, stabilizing the body. So options to be down here. 4 more. So 8 in total. Pause, lift up. So when you lift up into your downward facing dog, your legs are much wider. So you've got big, strong feet position through the legs. Squeeze the belly, lift the hips. This allows you to get a little bit more depth in those hamstrings. Inhale, exhale, roll forward. 8 taps. 8, 7. Drop your knees if you need to. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift up. Upper body strength working today, guys. Roll forward. Pause. 8, 7. Stay with me. There's no reason to slap your hand down. It's all controlled. Squeeze your butt. Hold there. Hold in plank. Hold this. Pardon? You're singing? 4, 3. And we're going to come back up into downward facing dog. Now walk your hands in. Do a bit of a challenge, stretch challenge here. So my legs are wide. So I'm going to turn my feet out as you are too. So don't try not to be wider than the mat or more narrow than where you can see my heels are. We're going to bend the knees and your elbows are going inside your knees. So if this is as far as you can go, lengthen your spine. If you can go all the way down, bring your hands together. But you've got to have your feet pressed strong on the ground. Open those knees. Open those knees. Good. So if you can get your arms inside your thigh and push them open a little bit.
Do you hear them cracking? Oh, is that what that is?
Ignore knees.
Yeah.
Right, ignore me, support your legs completely. Okay, lift up tall, guys. Lengthen out through the spine. Focus on that. Shoulder blades back, chest forward. Isn't this lovely?
No.
Hands to the ground. Extend the legs. Oh my goodness. How many of those are your knees?
Yeah.
You got some WD-40 back in the office.
Okay, you're building strength around them. That's the most important thing. Okay, we're going to walk forward. Back down to our hands and knees. Now, we're going to work the upper body, but we're going to do it with a nice fluid movement. Fluid, graceful. You're going to start here. So it doesn't matter if you're not all the way back. If you need to start there, start there. See how your knee joints feel. And all we're going to do is roll up all the way down in a tricep push-up. Then we lift, squeezing the shoulder blades back there. Legs straight, Mark. Drop. Elbows up. Ideally, bottom lifts first, chest follows. We curl back. Ideally, yeah? So this is your little break. We'll all work together. We inhale, we all roll out for it. So options to what Auntie was to show you. Stay on your knees or lift your knees. Take it all the way down to the floor. And then squeeze and lift. And always pause. Drop. Bottoms up high. Knees off the floor if you can. Press back up. Drop the knees. Child's pose. And use child's pose as a really good opportunity to stretch and rest. Roll it out. Drop it down. Squeeze and hold. Drop it down. Lift the bottom in the air. Push your body weight up. Sink it back. Isn't it a lovely exercise? We roll up. We drop. We squeeze and lift. Now we're going to do a little add-on to this, okay? So drop down. Lift the bottom. Power up in those triceps. Push back into child's pose. Take a breath. Lift your eye gaze. Knees or off the knee. Back into a tricep. Drop to the floor. Control elbows in. We're going to lift. And we're going to lengthen out into a big star shape. Pull back in. And drop down. That's all we're doing. That's how I do. Lift. Pull back. Okay, so that was number 4. We're going to do 8. We're going to roll forward. Drop into tricep. Down to the floor. Lift first of all. Open out to a big star. Snow angel upside down. Squeeze back in. And lift your body weight back up. We've got 3 more. Look up. Roll it. Feel the abduction through the hips. If you want to do your last 2, Auntie, without your knees go to the floor at all, so you come forward, triceps down to the floor, lift, open out wide, pause, squeeze everything back in, elbows close in, lift up, and then you just pause here instead, if you wish. Come forward, last one, drop down. Oh, we lift. This time, open out, squeeze back in for 1, out, squeeze back in for 2, get nice and wide in those legs and squeeze your back to the left and out, 3, shoulder blades. I want to see elbows pulling together at the top, 5, so 5, 6, chest up, 7, last one, and 8, hands in, push yourself back up. Pull back, child's pose. This time, resting child's pose. Bring your arms down by your side. Catch hold of your heels and just let your head drop down. If this isn't for you, come to your elbows and just take a little curve of the spine. So the alternative to child pose is a little cat stretch on your elbows. Now we're going to come forward. And I want you to turn over onto your right side. Don't switch ends, just turn onto your right side. Because you've got mirrors, obviously you can see me at different angles and places. You should all be able to see me at some point. You're going to bend your knees. You're going to come up onto that elbow and lift your hips forward and up. Take your arm, raise it up to the sky. Take that same arm, reach it overhead, your palm facing down towards the ear. Take that top leg and lengthen it out so it runs in beautiful alignment with the arm. Squeeze the underneath buttock to lift the hip. Now look towards me. We're going to pull up and over and pull the elbow knee together and press away for 1. Up to the sky, press away for 2. Option is to drop down to your hip if it's too much. Come all the way down here and pull in here. Now, I don't want to see you folding yourselves in half. I want to see your knees up in the air and coming up and over. So we're opening out that hip without dropping that lower hip.
Yeah, do then.
Give me 1 more of these. 1 more. Hold the knee and the elbow together. Open it up to the sky. Lift your hips up. Now lengthen away, hold. Open out to a half star and pulse. Squeezing both buttocks. Come on. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, lift, 2, and drop your arm, drop your leg, and drop your body weight down. Pause here for a brief moment. Come up into your hand. Take the pressure out the shoulder joints. Now we're going to do a moving side plank to front plank to side plank to front plank to side plank. If you move through it gracefully, it's actually quite easy. You just got to listen to instructions.
You're so funny.
Top leg in front of the bottom leg. Use that to lead yourself up into full side plank. You can always drop your bottom knee down, not a problem. This is not as hard as it looks. So from here, all we're going to do is swivel our toes and bring our hands round, turn the feet and open the other side. Graceful moving. Pause. Turn the toes back to the centre. Turn the other way and reach. Turn. And reach. Now we're going to add in a little bit to it, okay? Turn back to centre, turn back over to space that same way. And then we're going to take that same arm and we're going to scoop it through, look under as we lift the hips to the sky. Then reach back up. You can do this on your knee. Lift the hips, look under, reach, 2, 3. If you're going faster than me, you're going to end up doing more. 4. 5. We've got 3 more to do. Come on, squeeze those hips up. 6. 7. 1 more. Turn back to the front. And drop down to your knees. Sit it back. You've had your breath. Lift back up. Turn to face the other way and lift up. So get right down the edge of the feet and squeeze the butt to lift up. As we go, we exhale. Now, as you pull under, I lift my hips up high. And then I square it all off as I squeeze back through that shoulder blade. What are we on, Anthony?
3.
So I was right with my counting. Well, I missed one then. Explaining directions, instructions.
It's a good job I'm taking notes.
Good. That's 6. 1 more. And then we turn back to the middle and we drop down and we sink back. Bring our hands down by our feet and let our whole bodies relax. Okay. So we're going back to where we were. You know the triceps that we did. We've got dropped to the ground. We're going to do that in the chest. Slightly different exercise. So we're going to stay in child's pose and we'll take our hands wide, reaching as far forward as we can go. So my hands are just off the mat, and my fingers are slightly pointing to the corners of the room. So we lift up. This is what we're aiming to do. We're going to drop down into a push-up all the way to the ground. Then we open the arm and we squeeze up to the sky. Then we bend the elbows back, tuck our toes, lift our bottoms, and push back up through the chest, and then sink it back. Now listen, our chest muscles are stronger than the triceps. It's actually easier on the upper body than the triceps. So they can do a little bit more work than you realise. We lift up. If you can lift your knees, do. Drop down, 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 down. Lift and lift. Drop. Tuck your toes. Lift your knees if you can. Push back up. And see, if you wish, you can do it like this the whole time. Or mark if you want. Be slow. Be controlled. Roll forward. Now, after your next one, we're going to hold the next one down. So as we come forward, we go all the way to the floor. Open the arms. Pin your feet to the ground. Lift up. Now we're going to pull back as our palms come in. Okay, then we're going to lift our legs. Then we're going to do a little swim kick. And as we swim kick with the toes pointed, we're going to take our arms out. Bring our thumbs together. Opening back out. And then lifting up. 2. Just 2 more of these. Get those legs going a little bit quicker. Work those buttocks, but not the arms. Last one. Pull back, lift, swim kick the legs a little bit more. Lift the arms. Pull the palms in above your buttocks. 5, 4, 3, 2. Now we're going to drop the legs. Take the arms back to lining up the shoulders, bend the elbows, hands to the floor. Abs on, lift your body weight up. Staying in a full plank or half plank or whatever. Bend the elbows and pulse and push up. Now listen, it's a big muscle group. Look in the mirror. So I can see my hips are starting to drop lower than my shoulders. So I'm going to lift my bottom up a little bit more, pull my knees in and drop my chest lower. That is where people do push-ups wrong. 8, 7. Come on, stay with it. It's pulses, it's pulses. I gave up. 3, 2, last one. And then sit. Let your arms release. Right, we're going to come down onto our left side. Elbow onto shoulder. You still cold, Anthony?
Fingers on.
You need to work harder. You need to work your fingers harder.
They wobble by the end.
So we're on our elbows, and then we bend the knees and we come up into a half plank, raise the arm up. So when you come up into a half plank, you should have a curve underneath that body. Reach the arm overhead, palm facing down, arm extended. The leg comes up and is in the same alignment. We take a breath in, we exhale, we come up and over, we squeeze it all together, we lengthen away as we inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Now squeeze that underneath buttock. Get as much elevation as you can. Remember, if it's too much, you drop down to the floor completely and then pull in from there. Get those knees up. Come on. High, 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 high. It is not very nice on the skin, is it, on the elbow? We go for 6. Extend. 5. Lift up. 4. And 3. We've got 2 more. We hold that last one in. So elbow to knee. Elbow to knee to sky. Knee to the sky. Knee to the sky. Then kick away. Take that arm and leg high to half star and pulse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and release. Come up onto your hand, hit the push of the shoulder. So we're going to move back into side plank. All right. When ready, feet there. Push your body weight up. Come up to you. We're going to turn our bodies round to the middle. We're going to pause in the middle. And we're going to pull the right knee into the right elbow. Left knee to left elbow.
At the same time.
Slow matting over. You can. So straight down the middle. 4, 3, isolation through the body. 2, 1, pause, turn the other way. Reach up, side plank. Drop the knee if you need to. Inhale, exhale, back down to center. Pull in mountain climbers. So it's a good opportunity. Just going to straight forward, guys. Straight forward, down the middle. 6, 4, 3, 2, 1. Turn back. Where you were before. Now your shoulders should start to feel this, your wrists, your arms. Turn back to center, turn the other way. Turn back to center, and we do one more range of mountain climbers. I was going to do 2 more, but I changed my mind.
A range of man.
Range of mountain climbers, a set of mountain climbers. And let's speed it up if you wish. It's your choice. You don't have to. You can stay slow, controlled. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and release. Tuck your toes under at the back, so you're flexing your feet, sit back into your heels, and rest. Interlace your fingers behind the back and push your arms behind you to stretch over your shoulders. Okay.
Yeah. So I have to go tan off, eh?
Woo. Hold it, hold it. Come on, now you get those arms back. You're getting a dose of knees today.
Yeah, hurts my back.
Feet.
Yep.
You can come off it whenever you want. You want to move your shoulders?
Need my shoulders.
And just at rest in this position. Please.
So if you need to come off the foot, come off the feet, put your feet flat, and stay with the shoulder stretch. Got one more person to get to. Come on, guys, push those arms back. 10 more seconds. Oh. Come on, one more deep breath. And then release off. Swing your feet around in front of you, come sit at your bottoms. Thanks. All right. Soft head on up. Lift up. Come back a bit. Lift up. Stretch forward, grab your toes. Bend your knees to grab your toes. Fold down. And then slide your knees out wide to make a diamond shape. Not too close in, but lift your spine using your hands, grip. Take your arms forward, cross your chest, sink back halfway, and then we're going to do a rotation, opening the knee outwards, outwards. If you want more, hands here, and work that. Elbow to knee. Or stay here. And if that's still too much for you, then just do a little pull up, down, pull up, down, which is much nicer. Good. Eight, 7, stay with me, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, one more, 1, arms forward, sink down, pulse. If you want more, take the legs up, or stay there. 5, 4, 3, 2, going to the floor. And my legs still in that position, diamond shape. Slide them a little bit closer in, and then rock your knees side to side. Enjoy that motion. So my heels are tucked in quite a lot more now. Slide your fingertips behind your head. Inhale, lift your chin towards your chest. Exhale, crunch. Reach. Opposite hand to knee. So I am not coming down in the center. My time under intention. So I'm constantly in a crunch, rotating, and my legs are not moving. Well, they try not to move. I mean, they do. It's not my fault.
Very good instructions.
Reach. Give me 8 more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back into the middle. Crunch up. Pulse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and release. Take a nice little stretch back through the arm. And then let your knees fall apart. Let your lower back come away from the ground. As if you're doming through your abs. Let your rib cage pop up to the sky. Bring your arms back down by your side, slightly wide, so they're kind of about heading towards where your knees are. And then lift your hips up into a bridge. We're going to squeeze the hips up and down in a bridge. So I'm pressing into the outer edges of my feet, allowing that give through my hips. Squeeze. Now start to close the knees at the top, but still keeping the soles of the feet together. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, one more, and 1. Roll it out. Bring the knees together, soles of the feet on the ground. Legs up to tabletop, arms wide, palms facing up towards the sky. We're going to let the knees drift over towards the right. We're going to pause and then extend the legs. Once we extend the legs, we're going to cross the legs like this. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend the knees together. Roll through center. Over to the other side, not too far. Pause. Extend the legs first. Bend. So you can do this with your knees bent if you wish. So you're just kind of sliding them on the side. And bend the knees together. Roll back to middle. Over to the right. Straighten those legs. Point the toes. Let's go. Come on. Press. Sliding like scissors. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend the knees through center. Over to the left. I go to the right. Extend the legs. Back and forth. Come on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to middle and pop your feet down. Arms potentially stay where they are. Roll your hips into a crunch. We're going to inhale, brush our buttocks down. As we exhale, power your left leg up to the sky. Drop it down, drop the bottom. And the right leg, power it up, drop it down, drop the bottom. Left leg, drop. Right leg, drop. So on. Four more. 3, 2, and 1. Drop your feet, lift your hips. Pulse. Lift your heels. Close your thighs. 8, 7, 6. Squeeze your butt. 3, 2, and release. Hug your knees gently in towards you. Do it roll side to side. Take your feet wide, knees wide. Then slide your feet another kind of, I guess, almost a foot further forward than where they would land. So take them quite wide and quite long away from your kneecaps. Then lift your arms off the floor, palms facing up towards the sky, lift into a crunch. And then reach and touch as far as you can to the front of the shin. So again, I'm up in the middle the whole time, so my crunch is there, and then I'm reaching to the side and higher in the middle. If it's too much on your neck, so my neck gets it straight away, if you reach and swap either side. Work on this top part of your abs. Give me 8 more slowly. 8, slowly. 7. It's all about reach slow, back slow. 5, 4, squeeze your butt as well. 3, 2, one more. And then we stop over to the other side. Reach, pulse, 10, 9. Now lift up higher. Come on, lift up right into the obliques. 4, 3, 2, straight over to the other side. 10, 9, reach higher. 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back to center and drop it down. Extend your legs, turn your palms away, straighten out. Lift your arms to the sky, roll yourselves up. Legs out in front. Now swing your right leg behind you and bend your left knee. You can stay here and you can come forward and stretch out the buttock. If you want more, come around into pigeon. Find your stretch and just drop down and relax into it.
Where should this hurt?
Buttock. Left buttock.
Not left hamstring then.
Unless it's really tight. Move over towards your foot a little bit more.
That way.
Yeah. Move your hands over there. More. Left hand over. Is that as far as it's going, Anthony?
Yep. And I think more in the hamstring.
Hands to the floor. Lift your body weight up. Left leg steps forward, drop down. Hip flexor with a nice stretch, reaching up to the sky. If you want more, hands to the floor, side bend. If you don't want to go down there, still side bend. Take your whole right side over to the left. Make sure your left hip needs to be lower than your kneecap. So if it's not, step forward a little bit more and sink down and low. Down.
So I'm getting the stretch.
Thought I'd let you know, Polly. Don't do anything nasty. Then bring your hands either side of your foot. And then push your body weight behind you so your head and chest sinks down, stretching the hamstring. Pull your left hip back as you pull your right hip forward. If you wish, you can catch hold of your foot and then go a little bit deeper. It's entirely up to you. Roll onto the heel as well. Pull the toes to the sky. Then walk forward, tuck your toes under, free the leg, and then come forward into pigeon or drop down into seated hurdle and find your stretch there. Relax into it. Ooh. Come up with your hands when you're ready. Free the leg, drop your knees down and swing your right leg forward. Sink down into the hip. Once you're there, hands on the thigh, side bend, or if you can reach. See how your body's feeling today. Then we start to think about transitioning into that hamstring. Hands down by your feet, pushing back that right leg. Putting the right hip back, left hip forward. Grab the foot if you need to, if you want to. And then from there, we just begin to ease it off, walk forward again. Tuck your toes under the back. And then step back in, bring your feet together. Forward fold. You can slide your hands on top of your knees, rolling yourself up slowly. Shoulder. Stand tall, arms open. Take a breath in, raise your arms. As always, hands together, clap, bow, Ladies and gentlemen, thank you.
Well,
Thank you. Thank you so much.
We'll go test next week.